Hello, doing well. How are you?
Good. Uh, just for as you ever, we just defensively, how do you feel coming out of this last performance? And do you see some things starting to carry over from game to game that you're doing better defensively?
Absolutely. Individually and as a team, I think the standard is being shown, is being displayed. We were finally able to put together a full 60 minutes of dominant Dallas Cowboys football and defense. You just got to keep it going. When you get momentum and you really get the feel of doing things right, collectively, it's just a matter of, okay, can we go out and stack weeks? So we're preparing the right way.
Stopping the run is again the focus this week with the 49ers and the things they like to do. Just talk about the challenge of that 49ers run game.
Very, very exquisite, from their O-line to all the running backs they have who can do multiple things. It's really going to come down to our preparation and our tenacity. I think this game will definitely be won in the trenches.
You guys were in your nickel defense pretty much all last week. It'll be different this week with the usage of a fullback that the Niners have. What challenges do you see that accompany their usage of 12 personnel?
It's all based on personnel, matching personnel, and then getting after it. I think the execution is going to be the biggest thing for us, but we got guys that can play. So.
Jaylon, you talked to us last week about the conversations y'all were having about effort. How much different are the conversations around the building this week after the Bengals performance?
Just continuing to finish, being able to put on display a full 60 minutes had a lot to do with what Coach was talking about last week, and I talked a lot last week about us looking in the mirror, just individually looking in the mirror and taking ownership, and we were able to accomplish some good things last weekend. So we just got to continue to build off this, and as long as we're preparing the right way, go out and put forth a great effort, we'll be fine.
Jaylon, you've talked to us a lot over the years, and including when you signed your extension, about what the star and the brand means to you. What does it mean to get flexed out of Sunday Night Football?
What does it mean to get what? I'm sorry.
Get flexed out of Sunday Night Football with the game moving to the noon slot?
Honestly, I didn't know that until now. My thoughts right off the top is it's a business.
You didn't know that the game was moved from Sunday night until noon until now?
I don't focus on what's happening in the future. I be embracing each moment, each day. If you think I'm lying, ask my lady, ask my peoples. I don't even really be knowing who we play, I don't even, when the schedule comes out, I don't even be knowing who we play. So I just take it one day at a time, and like I said, now that you guys are telling me this, my first thought is like, well, I mean, it's a business.
Is that is it a bit of a gut punch for the organization though? Because I mean, this organization is so accustomed. They have the maximum number of primetime games every year, and that's just kind of part of their personality. And you have to perform at a certain level to getting those games every year. So is it a little discouraging from that standpoint, or?
I mean, for me, whenever I step on the field, it's about balling. And regardless of if that's noon, 1 o'clock, 7:30 on a Tuesday or Wednesday, it doesn't matter to me. How does Jerry feel about the situation? Is he hurt?
Well, he was able to argue that noon's a good time too, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, if the owner ain't tripping, we're good. We good.
Does part of this go back to the fact that so much has changed in 2020 that you almost can't focus on the defense, just have to keep moving forward regardless of when something happens?
I'm sorry, it kind of cut out.
And then when you say, oh, I didn't even know, it was such time. Does part of that go back to the fact that just so much has been changing constantly for y'all in 2020 that you can't think about the logistics, more just about what you need to do?
We're on a world pandemic, and everyone's making sacrifices to be out here. So you just got to lock in and grind. And whenever the opportunity is presented to go out and play and dominate, you got to do that. So for real, just focus on the preparation. It's been a heck of a year for all of us, player, coach, fan, reporter, writer. It's been a year that we'll remember forever. But you got to finish strong.
When you talk about finishing strong, obviously you're focused on one day, one game. But what would it mean for next season and for Coach McCarthy here in Dallas to win out or to finish these last few weeks stronger than y'all started the season?
We can't focus on next season. We got to focus on right now. So that's real. We got to get the win, and then once we get this win, we'll move on to next week.
How would you describe the culture that Mike McCarthy has instilled here so far?
Love Mike McCarthy. Everything that he's brought to the table. He's phenomenal. Words can't explain. We just got to do our part and dominate on the field.
What's the one thing he's brought that you've liked the best, I guess, or the change that he's brought about, even if you're not getting the results?
Just continuous education as a man, as a player. It's a blessing being able to learn from Coach every day.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Y'all be safe.